So, that being said, we'll move on to the third and final topic of this week's episode. That's going over to me, Mr. N to the D.
Nick Danger.
Mine's a fun one. I want to talk about our first / also maybe our favorite online gaming experiences.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, so the first couple games that you played online doesn't have to be against a bajillion people, whatever, no matter the genre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I don't know, that was a cool time for me in my life because it was just fucking mind-boggling.
Yeah, I didn't, I didn't even understand how that could work.
Yeah, I was just, for me, the very first experience of it, and it's not technically not online, but I went over to a friend's house who had Duke Nukem 3D with 2 computers, and one was in another room, and we had set up a local area network. He did. I didn't know what the fuck that was. And we played 1v1 on Duke Nukem 3D. Wow. And I was like, how the hell is this working through this magical cord called Ethernet? What? It didn't make sense to me. But we played 1v1 and it was a fucking blast. And then very shortly after that, I was over at my friend Matt's house. And they had Quake 2?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Quake 2. And his dad was playing Quake 2 online.
All right.
And I jumped on that, and that was it, man. It was like 10 people, however many people you could have in that, and it was a big death match, and it was unlike anything I had ever played, man. It was so cool, right?
Yeah, I think the first one that I did was Quake 3 Arena.
Yeah.
And I remember just like jumping in there, being like, yeah, I've played Quake a bunch, I should be good at this, right? Online, jump in, just like get in the match, and I just got annihilated.
Get wrecked,
just, like, couldn't even do anything.
Yep.
my brain was just exploding at how fast these guys were killing me. I just couldn't
Oh god,
it.
those are fast games. Quake 3 and like Unreal Tournament and shit.
Yeah, and Unreal Tournament. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I hit my stride, I think, with Unreal Tournament. I got that one pretty early on.
Right.
That was my sister's dad. Who gave me that to me on one of the first computers we had. But yeah, that was amazing. I remember going through all of that shit, getting all the like trophies for the single player shit.
Yeah.
And then playing that online was a different experience.
Totally. Sure. Like you were saying to Andrew the other day, you got online and you're like, what the fuck is ping? You're like, it must be really good. It's a super high number. Dude, I got 999 ping. I'm doing awesome.
So
right?
true.
It was a new time, but this was
so
also
true.
like, that was also the dawn of the discovery of fucking internet for me, because it was maybe a year before that whole Duke Nukem thing where I discovered the internet. I was on Yahoo chat rooms on 56K at my friend's house, and I was like, what is this weird fucking place? You mean I can look at boobs? Let's look at boobs. Come on, man. What are we doing? Boobs! You know?
Yeah, I
Somebody
do.
tries to answer the phone. You get the dial-up bullshit.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. Another really early example of online play for me was another local area network in my elementary school. I don't know what the game was, but everybody was this little dot, and you would go, everybody had their own base that you get to set up, and you take down like enemy turrets and shit like that.
Wow.
You set up, it was like a little Command and Conquer kind of,
thing?
yeah, like almost tower defense style, but you get to send dudes at other people's bases. And we were like in grade 6, man. Like this was early times. And everybody, we were in the computer lab after school, because I went to a poor school, none of us had computers at home, so we just hung out at school afterwards in the computer lab. And we set up this local area network, or a couple of the geek kids did, and we just fucking bombed it, man. Like we played that game for hours against each other. Wow. But it was neat because we had computers talking to each other, so it was technically like it wasn't a WAN, a wide area network or whatever it is. It was a LAN, a local area network, but it was still similar.
Yeah, that's online. I mean, you're using the game's capabilities
at the dawn of the internet and shit like that. It was fucking online, like it was mind blowing stuff to me.
Yeah, we did the same thing with StarCraft at my school.
Cool.
On the old ones.
That's rad.
It was great.
Yeah.
That was my first introduction to like the modded or user generated maps.
See, these were on green and black screened computers.
Oh wow!
Like that's how old these computers were. They were old ass Macs, like a Mac 2 or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah. All of our computers at our lab were donated from
other
offices and shit like that. They were
schools
getting
that
rid
got
of
better
their
computer labs.
exactly. Yeah. The rich school were like, here you go, little poor kids. Hey, take that shit. Yeah, fucking, it was great.
Yeah.
That was my first computer. When our computer lab at elementary school upgraded to the iMacs with the colored backs, they gave us, the poor family, one of the green and black screened computers. I'd be at home playing Number Cruncher and shit.
Yeah, I remember Number Cruncher.
Yeah, man.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Kid Pix.
Yeah.
Another good one.
What about you, Danny? What was your first online experience?
You guys sort of covered it. I mean, I think you might have beat me to it in a couple of those earlier ones. Like I was aware of Doom, like playing 1-on-1 on Doom. Like I was aware of that, but I never actually did it. I think Taylor touched on it, like Unreal Tournament, possibly. Possibly Counter-Strike, like when that first came out. I think I tried playing it, but my internet was so slow. It was like, whoa, what am I doing? This isn't working. Unreal Tournament was the first time where it's like, okay, so I'm playing against real people around the world. So these real people kicking my ass. So, because obviously that's PC. I still to this day kind of struggle with the keyboard, like finger placement.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, Unreal Tournament. That would be the first big introduction to online. Because up until then, I was pretty strictly sitting on the couch with my buddies playing, passing the controller around or whatever, playing multiplayer games a different way. So yeah, Unreal Tournament, man, great game.
Oh yeah, awesome franchise. Kind of went by the wayside, but
it's
I'd
coming
like
back.
to make a resurgence.
It's coming back.
Yeah,
they're making another one. Yeah.
Good. I'll get on that train immediately. Especially and the new Doom train.
Totally
Looks good.
Yeah, Doom looks great.
Yeah. 99 we got our first like real PC. It was a Compaq Perserio.
Excellent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was lovely little machine. But I was able to install the original Half-Life, and from there I installed the mod TFC, the Team Fortress Classic mod, and that was the first online game where I really I cut my teeth in the online world in Team Fortress Classic. Me and my friend Matt, we got so into it, we formed a clan, and I went to geocities.com and built my own little website for the clan, and I recruited people all over the world. I had and we would have team practices every day. I had adults were in my clan. It was Clan CO, complete overkill, and we had these 25 to 30-year-olds that were in Winnipeg, in New York, and based all over the world, messaging me, the_big_Lebowski2000 at hotmail.com. When's practice this week, boss? And shit like that. I'm in fucking grade 7. I'm you better be here. God damn it. You're the fucking mechanic and you set up your turret over here. And I was bossing people around. I'm you go over there. We would come up with strategies. I would draw out the maps and be all right, we need a turret here. We need this over here. And that over here. It was awesome.
I could just picture you
we got
doing it.
right into it. But there was OLG at the time, OGL, I think, or the Online Gaming League.
Right.
It was kind of like esports before esports was a thing. It was just a ranking thing, right?
Right.
But I got signed up with them, and we were an official ranked clan, and we would have actual clan matches with other things that was orchestrated by this third party. OGL, and they'd be hey, on Sunday you guys have a match at 2 p.m. Here's the server. Here's the password to the server. Wow. Yeah, it was. We were in it, man. We were ranked.
You were captain of a Team Fortress.
Captain of a shitty Team Fortress team. Man. It was great.
What rank were you?
I don't even fucking know, man. Thousands. But we were ranked, and it felt good. Yeah, it was super cool. We ended up getting kicked out though.
Oh yeah,
because you were lewd.
Yeah, well, definitely. we what did we do? We back in the day, you could press T in any game in the
In chat.
Half-Life mods, and it would do a spray paint, a tag.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Oh,
you could
right.
put your little pictures into
Yep.
the game.
I remember
Right.
And we just changed all ours to dirty porn pictures.
Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah. But then I started editing them, so I would have like the enemy clan's name
Oh Jesus.
with the dick going into that, and then spray that over their dead corpses, and then they'd start recording us.
They're spray painting dicks in our mouth.
Pretty much.
Guys out of here.
I've been trolling for years.
Mom, look what he did.
Mom, put a dick in my mouth.
That's
In
so
their
good.
mouth. It was in their team logos. God forbid they had a crosshair in one, because you know where that dick was going.
Jesus.
Every time.
That's like a target.
Right?
That's pretty
That
awesome.
was fun. Yeah, man. It was,
Yeah,
it was classic.
The shooters were good for me. I got into like Unreal, and I got into Call of Duty 2 pretty heavily into the online, but mostly I did RPGs, online RPGs, more like RuneScape.
Oh, yeah, MMOs.
Yeah, Tibia and Maple Story. If you ever played that one,
I still say that sounds so fucking Canadian.
super Asian actually.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Maple Story. There's just some fucking lady in like a checkered scarf, like tapping trees for syrup.
Yeah, that was the game. You just go
Welcome to
out and
Maple Story.
Tap the most maple.
Yeah, look how much syrup I got today. I'm gonna go home and make some bacon.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, I liked. I got into those early MMOs pretty hard, for sure.
That's cool.
I definitely would make like women characters, pretend to be a girl to get people to give me money. You name it, I did it all.
You were a slut.
I was a dirty online slut.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
But yeah, no, I loved online gaming when I was younger. I haven't done a whole lot of like MMOs or anything like that since like Final Fantasy 14. And I mean, even that one was pretty hard to get through most of it.
They're grindy now.
Yeah.
Bit grindy, and we're older, don't have the same time that we used to.
Yeah. But I mean, I love those games.
Totally.
They'll always have a special place in my heart.
Yeah, same. Like, I was late to the party on StarCraft. I never got into the first one because,
Oh, really?
yeah, I got into 2 pretty heavily with my friends at the time. But the early days, my friends were all on Command and Conquer.
Right.
We played a lot of Tiberian Sun against each other online. We played a lot of Red Alert 2 online together. Those games were great. We had a really good time with those.
What was that other one that's kind of like it's League of Legends? No, no, that's the
that's
other
a
one.
that's a MOBA.
No, what was it?
I have played a lot of Dota. Though.
It's an RTS. It's
World of
World
Warcraft.
of Nations.
Oh. There was
League of Nations.
that might have been it.
Something
Might have
like
been it. I think I have it over there. Is it the one where there's like a world in conflict?
No.
Rise of Nations?
Rise of Nations.
That's the
what
one,
it is.
yeah.
Rise of Nations. Yeah. Played the shit out of the online on that one. That was a good one. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
People would get really angry.
I never played that one.
It's good. It's exactly like Command and Conquer, except
Oh, yeah.
you'd have different nationalities essentially, and each one had different specials. I was always North Korea because they got these awesome fucking, maybe it was South Korea. They got these awesome planes, these like Blackbird jets that you could just fly around and bomb people's
Wow.
shit. It was
Nice.
great, yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. What was your favorite online game, Danny? Ever?
Ever? Forever?
Ever. Forever?
I mean, I'm one of these guys who'll not stick on one game for too long. So, I think, the obvious answer for me is Battlefield 3, which is, I suppose, pretty fucking recent.
Right.
Still fair.
Yeah, but you play like maybe 400, 500 hours on that, primarily on PC.
Yeah, that's huge.
And that was my jam, like for a long time.
Fair.
I mean, financial situations kind of made it that way a little bit more than it might have been otherwise. But if you put a gun to my head, which I hope you never do, by the way, but if you did, and you asked me what it would
Love
be,
gun.
it would be.
Derailed him instantly, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I just have the image of you stood there with it at my
Put a
head.
crosshair on that bitch and I'll mail it over.
Battlefield 3, good
You
night.
know where that's
ladies. Yeah. No.
You were saying, Danny?
Yeah, Battlefield 3. I mean, I got, like, really good. That was that. So there you go. That was that.
Good one.
End of story.
Good shot. What about your favorite of all time, big guy?
It's so hard to choose. I mean, I mean, the one that I probably put the most time into is probably Call of Duty 2, but I wouldn't say
Wow.
that's my favorite online.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it's what you put the most into.
Yeah, I mean, my
It's just your favorite.
the one that I'm having the most fun with online, is probably Rainbow Six Siege. Honestly, like I'm having shit tons of fun just doing that online. I
Wow.
don't really have.
You don't think? Well, maybe some time and might give you some perspective on that. It's just what
Yeah.
you're playing currently, but
Yeah, it's
I don't
true.
know. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like thinking back on like you mean Unreal Tournament and Call of Duty 2 and Counter-Strike and those kind of online games that I played and even like StarCraft and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know.
You've been more of a single player focused gamer most of the time, yeah.
most of the time, yeah.
So I guess that's fair to say that Siege could be if you're having the
Me
most
too,
fun
yes.
with it, then you're having the most
I
fun
mean,
with it.
yeah, for an online shooter, it's just that's the kind of shooter that I like the most.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a shooter.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, like, I don't play any MMOs anymore.
That's fair.
So
Yep.
I'm definitely not going to look back on an MMO and say it's my
Yeah.
favorite online game because I just no.
Right.
It's got to be a shooter. It's got to be. I can't think of any other games that are online that I really really enjoy. I mean, there's online co-op games, I suppose.
Mhm.
But,
No, there is tons.
no, I'm gonna have to go with Siege. I think
Cool.
I'm gonna have to go with Siege.
That's right. Right on.
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious answer for me is Counter Strike. It has to be. It's been a constant in my life for what, fucking 15 years,
Yeah.
and I can go back and play the same map still to this day and have a great time with it. And it still is just smooth as shit. I've played every iteration that has ever come out, and I have never had a bad time with it. It's just always it's like an old friend, you know.
Yeah.
I can still jump back on it, and
Simplicity.
it's simplicity at its finest, and it's just so balanced that it's hard to argue with. And the fact that it does keep getting graphical upgrades and iterations helps a fuck
Sure.
ton, because I don't think I could go back to Team Fortress Classic and play that,
Yeah.
even though there's no servers, I'm sure. But
No.
yeah,
Not since
it would have to be Counter-Strike for me, because like I got into that stuff with Team Fortress with the clans, but that carried over to Counter-Strike. I
Yeah.
got right into the clans with that and did the GeoCities. I actually converted. I had 2 clans going under the same banner for Team Fortress Classic and Counter-Strike. Mostly made up of the same players, but
Right.
yeah, Counter-Strike was just so fucking good.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah.
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 Yeah, man.
A little.
That was pretty much my topic.
Well, I was going to give a little quick shout out to COD 4, actually. Which I
Yeah,
loved.
COD 4 it up.
Loved online.
Modern Warfare.
Just,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was an amazing one. Yeah, I put a shit ton of time into that one as well.
Totally.
Yeah, dude. Just a quick little shout out to it. Honorable mention.
Absolutely, man. That game was really, really solid online. It
It still has a pretty
Still,
good
yeah.
following.
Yeah, you could probably find the game on PS3. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
it was probably the first online shooter for consoles that was like
It was
a
modern.
big deal.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not saying like obviously the other Call of Duties were online as well, but I don't know. I don't remember them being that big. Like
That was where it exploded, right?
The-
On console.
it really exploded
did,
on
yeah.
console.
The franchise as well.
Yeah.
Got Game of the Year, didn't it?
Of course, it got Game of the Year. Yeah.
Just hope so.
Absolutely.
It's
That's what
amazing.
launched them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good shout.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, well, those were some of our first and favorite online experiences.
Yeah,
That was
they
fun.
were.
That's a good one.
They sure were. Thank you, people, for joining us today. If you wanted to let us know what your favorite and first online gaming experiences were, your favorite soundtracks, or anything we've spoken about today on the podcast, leave it in the comments. Let us know. If you have any topic suggestions, get at us. You can reach us at dudepoolgaming@gmail.com. Make sure you hit that like button at the bottom. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see our pretty mugs all the time. And, from the Dude Pool Gamescast, I'm the dude, that 250, that's Aliens Exist. On the other end of the world there, that's Danny Peel, a.k.a. Brutal Nature. And we'll catch you next time. Adios, amigos.
See you guys.